View of Delilah on the blanket, and this is pulled straight out of Lightroom. Again, I haven't done anything to it since then, so I'm going to show you because there's another little extra thing which I would do with this baby in this particular picture. So you can see here that the baby's arm is just a little bit too bright in my opinion, so I would go to the selection tool here, quick selection, and then I would select the arm and then go in a little bit closer if you need to add anything. Oh sorry, that was the minus tool. So click on this one here to add to your selection and then just click in here. Go over there a little bit more and then do this subtraction tool, and then I'm just going to go around here and here. Okay, that looks alright. Right, we're going to duplicate the layer, and now I'm going to pick a colour, probably about there, click OK, and now you can click into this drop down menu and you can do all sorts of things. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a new blank layer, which is this little square with the plus in it. So there's nothing on here, I haven't duplicated it, just created a brand new layer. And then I'm going to go over here to the fill tool, it's the paint bucket tool, and I'm going to fill that area. This is the zoom in tool, so I'm going to zoom out. Command D to deselect. And now I'm going to see if there are any little areas that I've missed. So I'm just going to go around here. Zoom out. And now I'm going to scroll down here to multiply. And then just going to add a little bit of colour. And if you want to change it, so maybe I want to make it a little more brown, I'm going to Command U to bring up the hue and saturations palette, and then just make it a little, move it to the warmer side. So this would make it cool, and this would make it too warm, so I'm going to take it to about there. I'm also going to brighten it a little bit. Right. Okay. And then just going to use the eraser tool on a lower opacity just to blend this in a little bit more. Okay. So now the baby's arm, I might even drop the opacity just a bit more. So that's where it was before. Just needs a little touch, so 12%. And then I'm going to flatten these layers. Okay, so then we're going to go in. So the baby's eyes are nice and sharp, which is what you want, but then all of this is nicely out of focus, giving that dreamy look. Here's the spot healing tool. So I'm just going to go in. And this baby's skin, as I said earlier, is beautiful, so there's really not too much to be done. Okay, that's all that's needed. Zoom back out. A little bit here. Oh, sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, perfect. So now we are going to go into the actions and do the complete baby quick fix. Push play. Go into layers. Go down to soft skin, 100%. White selected, and then I'm just going to go over the baby skin, down the sides here, over the cheeks, under the nostrils, and then over the baby's arm. And you can just go over the back here. Right, And then we're going to go into reduce the reds, see what it looks like at 100%. So I go over the hair, over the eyes, over the nose, underneath the nose, here, and then any areas which are a little bit too red. That's it. And then we're going to add the cheeks, so down to about there, 22-23%, and then just going to add some colour in to the little Bubba's cheeks, and over the lips. I think that's a little bit too much, so I'm going to flick it over to the black one, reduce the opacity and just reduce that a bit. Okay, the next one is the warm skin tone, so we can pop that up to 100% and see how it looks. Switch it over to the white and go over the whole image. And then if you feel like it's a little too much, you can change this opacity here. So about 17% looks good to me. Then you come up to the top one if you want to and brighten baby. So just drop it down, and then I would just do it in the middle of the forehead, in the little section there, and underneath the nose and underneath the chin. A little area there. Right, that's it. So we'll flatten that image. I'll use my deblotch. At 100%. Just smooth out this little area here. Blend in the cheek. And over baby a little bit. This one smooths out the colours. Okay, then the next one would be the lift grey eye socket. Bring it down and then just go over and underneath the nose and underneath the chin. It looks pretty good to me. And then eyelid smooth, click play, same percentage, and then just go over the same areas again, that will just smooth everywhere where we've been. If you want to go back, the layers are still there, so I might just try a little bit there. Okay, and that looks pretty good. And the last one I'm going to do is add depth. Click play. Back it up to 100% just to see how it affects the image. So I think that just looks pretty good. So one little click and it's done. Flatten the image, then click do Control L to bring up the levels, and I can see I can just brighten a little bit here. You can bring down the darks if you want, just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to select the baby's face, duplicate the layer, Command L to bring up the levels, and the baby's face is just fine, so I don't need to do anything there. Right, flatten. I'm going to just do one more thing, duplicate the layer. I'm going to go into the filter liquify, and then I'm going to use this one to just move the baby's head in just a little bit. Right, before and after. You can also smooth out other areas like this, so bring that down. Everything else is fine, I'm happy with that. Okay. check the levels again, that's fine. And we are finished. So Command S to save. Make sure this is always at 12 and at maximum. And now I'll show you before and after. Before and after. There we go.